Sensei here. We're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XVI tonight. Alright, last left off, we had caught up to the Anyar, which was the ship of the King of Alud, and we're here to rescue Jill. But while we boarded his ship to rescue Jill, he boarded our ship to... I don't know. He could have just destroyed the ship, honestly. He has the power to do that. I don't know why he didn't just casually swing his sword at us and kill us all. What's killing these people? Who's killing them?
Come on, get up! She won't take us yet.
Any of us? And only one.
That's not good. The water doesn't seem to spread, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Jill!
You came.
Hang on, there's someone that's killing people.
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
The whole crew is dead, so there's no way the ship is going anywhere.
Stand still!
Phoenix, are you not the dominant of fire? See naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest then.
Phew. Who does that? Jill freezes the whole ocean? It's the only way I could see it.
Can you go on?
I think so.
What's keeping this wall of water up?
But to where?
did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mothercrystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill. We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Defend yourself! In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Raise your guard. I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Cast off your chains. Assume the mantle you've been given. And thus Thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
I'm not afflicted by the
What I
crystal's
am
curse.
saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield. They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind
Oh,
to
he wants to turn
madness.
all of humanity into Akashic.
They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
Clive bested? Come on, man. Why you gotta embarrass me like that?
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? this is what you want, then
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
I'm so happy that this is how we get Shiva's
This
powers.
burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
but I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I am to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Finally. Only took them, they're like 50 hours late.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
Nah, he'll come to us.
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mothercrystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale.
Nah, that wasn't a tall tale,
There's
man.
tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherjar, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with a Kashyyyk.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Across the Narrow. I now have Shiva's power. Alright, so about Shiva, right? So Barnabas kidnaps Jill and he gives his whole speech about how he's going to like tear my consciousness by he's going to stop my will to be a human by tearing all the relationships that I had that are tying me to humanity, right? And we know that at some point in time we're going to have Jill's power, right? So what I was worried about was that he was going to like infect Jill and make her turn evil, and we were going to have to fight Shiva and then kill Jill in order to get her powers. But luckily that did not happen. We saved Jill. They finally shared their on-screen kiss, even though they had 2 previous opportunities, 3 to do it. Never had an on-screen kiss until just now. And we're all good. No one had to die. Alright, so let's take a look at some of this stuff here. Cold Snap. So you can move around quickly.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
Quest is available nearby. It's the infirmary. No way. How do you have Blacksmith Blues 4?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Under new management. Rekindling the Flame 2. Lined in the Sand. Trading Places 2. Duty Undying.
Seen enough?
That's a lot of side quests to do. And we got Even Weirder Science. A couple of things at the reading table, and Blacksmith's Blues 4.
You need anything, you just ask. We might not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness, we've got in spades. Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
No.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Oh, you want to meet up with Dion? Maybe with the three of us together. Yeah. I think even if we had all four of us, it would still be no good. Medicine Girl's pretty good for being an unnamed character.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
It's a lot of dead people.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Alright. Shiva channeled. Attack while sliding can temporarily freeze enemies. Doesn't do any damage and it doesn't do any stagger either. Can be used to be dodged enemy attacks. Press circle again while sliding to execute a powerful follow-up attack. Precisely dodging an enemy attack with cold snap freezes all enemies within a radius. That's good damage with no stagger. Well, that seems useful. Diamond dust. Great stagger, actually. I suppose I probably should actually use the new thing, right? Doesn't even look that good. 15 seconds. Okay, that's pretty decent. 15 seconds is like no time whatsoever. Alright, I'm a little more impressed than I otherwise would have been. 12 seconds? What? So I guess that's... You just spam ice abilities, huh? Alright, let's figure out how I'm going to use this new thing. Okay, they're cheesy.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
You got it.
Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits.
Dang.
I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank goodness Sid made it home safely.
His brother didn't look all that well, though.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forego payment.
Until our return, that is.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
It's a wonder they made it back at all. I heard Odin was there.
I suppose you've got quite the tale to tell. But I'll let you get some nice warm stew in you first, before I go bothering you for the details.
Phoenix, heal thyself. We actually just got a new quest. I'm actually glad that I did some of this stuff first.
What do you recommend?
A shirt. This is a tavern, not a brothel.
Welcome back, Sid. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Really? That counts? That was such an easy stage.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their routes. Most of what we have now comes from here in the Hideaway. I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
The weight of all that shit. Clever girl, that one. What do you want?
Still don't have Ouroboros, huh?
And?
Oh, what is it? Be seeing ya.
If I painted you black, could you fly me across the lake? Are you even listening?
So in the world of Ivalice, and maybe probably also other Final Fantasy worlds, gold chocobo or like regular yellow chocobo can only run, but black chocobo can fly. So that's where that hilariousness comes from.
Stew's awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their routes. Most of what we have now comes from here in the Hideaway.
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you?
We all know that bearers have a resilience to the ill effects of evil.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles? For a short while.
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
The
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Alright, well, this feels all very end of gamey. So we should probably spend a lot of time doing some side quests. Let's see where we'll start. How about here at the reading table?
Thought I might grab myself a mug of Maeve's mead. Settle me stomach, you know, before we take to the high seas.
What can I get you, Sid?
Well, someone's in a good mood.
Drink up, you lot. The next round's on Sid.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below. Yet in the dark, a flame is sparked that warms us in its glow.
I guess one thing that I didn't mention, when we took Jill's powers, we should have had a conscience link and like taken some of her memories.
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives chances to its...
Oh, we didn't, because like when we took Dion's power, we kind of like mind melded and got some of his memories.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't.
Good morrow to you, my friend. If I may observe, history can wait. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Ooh. Magitech? Say less. Alright, let's read all of these things here. Iconoclasters. Like iconoclast. The Tri-Party Alliance formed in the year 859 between Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Sambrick. His purpose was to oppose the independence of the free cities of Canver, but the free cities are like such a small little dot on the map. The fears that this might inspire similar independence movements elsewhere in the realm. Oh, okay, that's what it means. Yeah. They formed an alliance in order to not have more independent states form.
what subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome, Clive.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
The stew's awfully thin.
Self-determination.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Oh, he's gonna talk with Otto here.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn?
That's a long journey.
Here's the latest information I have.
Hey, we now have an in love marker. Nice. And finally, Medicine Girl gets connected to the rest of the map there. Best friends with Torgal the Frost Wolf.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest. They fought our enemies, manned our barricades, joined us on our patrols. Now they're gone, I suppose it's back to double shifts.
It's funny how they're like simultaneously complaining about the fact that they were too crowded, but also like glad to have the extra bodies.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set out.
Oh, does he have something new to sell?
Anything catch your eye?
He does have new things to sell.
Much obliged. There you go.
Satellite and rhyme cooldown.
Take care out there, eh?
Should double check to make sure I don't have any useless equipment. Gouge cooldown. Oops. $27 seconds. 12 seconds, which is ridiculous. 20 seconds. That could be 15 seconds if I wanted it to be. If I reduce that to by 2, then that would be 18 seconds. But I can just wait those extra 2 seconds. It's fine.
Nearly done.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Looking for shelter, are you?
Too.
Come on
Mostly
inside,
green,
I'll introduce
though.
you to Martha.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jaws couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
Oh, there she is.
The people of the rest may seem to be in high spirits, but give them a little wine, a little company.
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sanbreque. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
I don't really remember the story that she's referencing here.
Good girl.
Yeah!
Thanks, girl.
Farewell.
Did I curse with you? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Oh, I did this twice? Okay.
The people of Armor might not have been the friendliest sorts, but they didn't deserve this. Not
What?
that the Aether cares. It springs up wherever it likes. Nowadays, that seems to be all over. Mind how you go, Sid. There's a Kashik about.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, I didn't like them either, but like, it took the village. How awful.
Damn it. The whole village has turned.
This makes me so sad. Rhyme's kind of not that good. What did I have here before? Impulse? Let's go back to Impulse. Even for anything, I gotta charge that.
All right.
too slow.
Yeah, this makes sense. I can use these abilities for my, like, weak enemy roundups. And then I can use these for... Oh. I'm gonna have to master Mega Flare if I wanted to do it that way. Hey, that's just the upgrade. I guess instead of... What is that? 3? Oops. Mm-hmm.
Are you streaming?
I am.
Yeah. Could you pause?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta ask you something.
All right.
Bye stream, bye stream.
I like having everything as upgraded as possible. That's pretty good for now. So then, I don't think I even have this mastered, right? It's only upgraded. This one's mastered. I guess I'll just deal with this one. Ice Age. Ice Age is pretty good. 15 seconds.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Oh. She's pretty good at her job.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Oh yeah,
Better
to
fighting
them I'm
for
the
a
bad
cause
guy.
than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and Violetta. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Very well done.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
Alright, we're going to cut this one a little short. I just learned that I have some social obligations to deal with in the morning, so I'm going to get some rest here. Let's see what we did today. We just did like through the Maelstrom, right? And full steam. Yes, we started with full steam, and we did through the Maelstrom. And then we did self-determination. Right? And now we'll also across the narrow. And next time we're going to do it'll probably be a complete side quest session, maybe. Probably not, no, because I kind of want to. I should have spoke with Otto earlier, because like definitely they're not going to send me off immediately right now, but like there are probably marks for me to do and everything. Oh, actually there aren't any marks for me to do, which is very surprising. But there are a lot of side quests to do. So I'll probably do Blacksmith's Blues 4 and Phoenix Heal Thyself. Even weirder science and across the narrow. All right. I'm gonna get some rest. I will see you tomorrow for the Star Rail stream. If you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.